So, Apple's first foldable iPhone is still months away from launch, but hands-on images and videos are already making waves. Compared to existing foldables, this one looks very different. Depending on what you want from a foldable, Apple's approach could either be a brilliant move or incredibly frustrating. Honestly, it might go both ways. Let me explain. A few days ago, CAD-based drawings of the iPhone Fold revealed its dimensions. Now, physical 3D dummy models are floating around, turning those numbers into real-life shapes. One set comes from Maker World, printed by someone named Subsy, and another was shown by Ben GKN, known for visualizing Apple leaks accurately. Important note: these aren't official Apple units, they're conceptual models based on leaked details. But they give us a real sense of the phone, beyond numbers on a spec sheet. Here's the key difference. When the iPhone Fold is closed, it's slightly wider, but noticeably shorter than something like the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Most book-style foldables fold tall to make the cover display feel like a normal phone. Apple is taking the opposite approach. Earlier Oppo Find N models were praised for being compact, but Apple's approach looks even more aggressive, shorter and wider. Compared to the Find N2, the difference is noticeable. Against the Find N5, or the Z Fold 7, the gap becomes even bigger. When you open the main display, it starts to make sense. Even with a smaller cover screen, the wider aspect ratio gives you more usable multimedia space. One of the biggest problems with current foldables is that most content doesn't scale well. Apple seems to understand this perfectly. Rumors suggest a cover display around 5.5 inches and an inner display around 7.8 inches. The small cover screen signals that Apple expects you to unfold the phone often. They're not competing on how normal it feels when closed, they're focusing on true portability. Opened up, the iPhone Fold is closer in size to an iPad mini. Looking at Apple's history, this approach fits. They've experimented with extremes before: the tiny iPhone mini and the massive Pro Max. This foldable sits right in the middle, compact in your pocket, large when you want it. It won't cannibalize iPad mini sales, instead, it strengthens the Apple ecosystem. Now, here's where things get interesting. Samsung is reportedly working on a wider Z Fold 8 with almost identical dimensions. That could pose a real challenge for Apple. For all the details, check out the full breakdown.